Oh, dear God.
Mr. Seth. It's been a while.
Hello. It has been a hot minute.
This is your third episode. People in the comments, if you are actually like a fellow listener to this podcast, it's his first time on this podcast. But I did a podcast during COVID, and I had two episodes. He was the guest for both episodes, so he's kind of like the
Yeah, it
co-host. And then
was.
it was like months or two apart, and then after the second one, I'm like, I'm not doing this again. This is ridiculous. But he brought it back. Good to have you, man. How? If you guys don't know this
Hey,
guy, by the way, Seth Reese.
don't
The
say it.
what? What are you talking about? Okay, so is that
Uh,
is that one of those things that do you not really like that joke? I keep
no, I think it's hilarious, but it's just funny that it will never leave me within like our
yeah,
group of friends.
yeah. It
I could literally stop designing and people would still call me that. They'd be like, the world's the internet's favorite designer.
well, the funny thing is I don't always bring it up. I'll just randomly like out of nowhere I'll be like, oh, the internet's favorite designer, and you're like, oh, shut up, like stop.
It's really not that big of a deal. It's just it's always so funny to me where I'm like, man, they will never drop that.
Yeah.
Whereas I think you're the internet's favorite designer now when it comes
Nah,
to jersey.
it's got to be Pete.
Yeah, you or Pete. You and Pete have got a race going.
I've kind of drawn back a little bit. I I could not keep up because I was doing the wind designs for multiple teams, and I'm like I'm doing this podcast. I
Yeah, I
can't.
don't know how you do that.
I don't anymore.
Multiple
So,
teams too is insane.
but
Like
like
the thing you do at the beginning of the year where it's like all the jerseys compiled into one. I'm like, it's awesome, but I'm like, the amount of work that's going into that.
yeah, what people don't really know about that, it's not that I don't just pull those images and use them. I literally have to recreate every uniform on a template, and
And
I
you
almost
change the template every year too because you hate yourself.
because I'm not a sane person. I think that's really the point of it all. But like I always tell myself this the last year I'm doing it, and then we come up with a new template in Proline. I'm like, well, I gotta make it on this now. So,
And those impressions are addicting. It's like a drug.
well, I don't do it for the Like it's one of the I say I don't do it for the impression of the likes, and I'm always like refreshing and checking and like how's this one doing
Right.
and stuff. But I'm like I don't want to live off of that. But it's still anyone that
Nah,
creates
you
anything
want it to be
online,
good though.
yeah. Well, I know it's good. It's if other people think it's good. That's the
Oh, for
problem.
sure.
So
Yeah. You want it to be
yeah.
successful. That's the word.
Well, yeah.
All that hard work and it's like you get 10 likes, you're like, yeah, screw this.
Well, like I'll post up all the time. Like I think I posted that Warriors jersey based off the All Star. I'm like, that's a fun design. 27 likes. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on.
that's
Like
how it goes.
I worked hard on that one, and then like for the Kings ones, I posted like I just need to come up with something quick, so I came up with something so simple, just a word mark and a basic color, and everyone's like, "This is your best one yet." 200 likes. I'm like, how?
And you're like, I hate this.
Yeah. So it seemed like the more
The-
work I put in, the less people really acknowledge it. So you don't really
That's
post
why I got
many
out of the
jerseys.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's do you honestly do you miss it a little bit, or are you like I'm
I
over
do.
this? Yeah,
I miss it. I mean, it's just a thing of like, there's a balance of when you work two jobs, you don't want to fry your brain to the point where your job is now miserable
yeah,
and you hate your life. And I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from back when we were recording during COVID and I didn't have a design job to now is like I went hard in the paint designing jerseys and doing design and everything to get my foot in the door. And it's like at this point now my foot is in the door. I'm very comfortable with where I'm at and I don't want to overexhaust myself. But I do miss it. Like I didn't even do a Pacers one this year, which usually that's a staple. I'll do some Reds ones this year though. Like if they win a series or if we're able to sell another Reds jersey. I'll probably do that. But yeah, I miss doing the NBA ones, but at the same time I'm like, I don't miss my brain being completely fried. Like at
yeah.
10 o'clock at night.
Because like I remember like back to back season, you did a whole refresh
Yeah.
2 years in a row. I do the same
Right.
thing, so I understand. Especially when you design so much, you're like, there's nothing else to really come up with. Everything's been kind of thought of
Right.
for this and stuff, and it's definitely one of
Yeah,
those
and
things.
that's
Yeah.
the biggest struggle is like at least now when new city jerseys comes out or like the All-Star jersey comes out and you go, this might be a good Warriors jersey. And like luckily like we're getting new inspiration every year where you kind of see like, oh, I never thought of that. And then it could spur a project. But I'm like, man, committing to 30 teams for a project again, I'm like, I can't do it. Like, it would just be brutal.
Maybe like 2 teams for a project and then call it a
Right.
day.
A
Yeah.
division. I'll take a division. If we got 6 guys, I'll take a division.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Especially last year, it was one of those things that we did all these templates for Proline, and I'm like, we need to promote it somehow. So then I would try to come up with 30 designs. Never again. I think I started doing one for the new flat lay template we have. By the way,
Yeah.
if you haven't checked it out, go to Proline Mockups. Anyway, I'll do that later.
It is nice. That if I come back to the game, I'll be using that template.
The new one, the new flat lay one.
The flat.
Yeah, you got to use the baseball
nice.
one for the. Let's say for the Saints, but
For the
that's
Reds
my
ones?
brain. My brain went Saints, but I'm like, that's football.
Yep.
The Cincinnati Reds. There you go. Yeah. By the way,
Who
we
play
if
the San Francisco Giants opening day in Cincinnati, and I will be there.
You're gonna be there.
I will.
That'll
Opening
be,
day is like
I can't.
basically its own religion here.
Yeah.
It's a thing. But yeah. So
Wait,
I know you're a Giants fan.
You say Reds, but I'm seeing Blue Jays.
You can't wear red all the time.
I mean, you still have a little bit of red in there, so I guess you can.
My other team that hates me, Manchester United.
Oh, man, you okay? I'm not really big into soccer, but
yeah,
there's always I always see like those like Man United and Man City like going at it. It's
right.
It's that rivalry. It's like Giants Dodgers. I feel like. And
yeah, it used to be. Manchester United sucks now, so it's painful.
And unfortunately, you're on the Man U side, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, it's brutal. It's been bad for 10 years ever since I started watching. They've sucked. So
do you ever? I don't know if I've seen it. Have you ever done a soccer jersey like temp design? I feel you have, yeah, because I think I asked you once for a template, and you were able to.
So I've done United. I've done a couple United ones, and I did some U.S. soccer ones. And then when FC Cincinnati first got into MLS, I did like a concept round for them as well.
I do vaguely
besides
remember
that,
now, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Soccer jerseys are fun to design because a lot of it is patterns and coming up with like a different look. Whereas NBA, I feel like you have to be mentally, at least, you kind of think to yourself like, I need a word mark, I need a nice number font, and like a collar pattern, and you're good to go.
Or you can go like the Cavs.
It's like,
yeah, just a word mark and number, nothing else. So,
which they've grown on me.
Same. I'm like, this is so plain and boring. But then you compare it to the other New Jersey at the time, the Jazz, and you're like, okay, it's actually not that bad.
You're like, man, how bad can it be?
Yeah, exactly.
To the point where the Jazz are like, yeah, you know what? Let's scrap it. 2 years.
Yeah, I know. They got so much heat for it, which ironic because Dwayne Wade's an owner. That was a bad joke. Sorry, Heat. Dwayne Wade. And, keep talking. We're gonna go past that. So.
Yeah, I mean, soccer's so different though because a lot of it is like subliminal patterns and they sometimes will have like they'll draw a lot of inspiration from like the city or previous jerseys. Like United do a lot of pulling inspiration from their 90s jerseys, but like sometimes it's literally, this is a cool pattern, let's throw it on a jersey. And like Manchester United is red and black. Those are the traditional colors. They've had blue jerseys, they've had gold jerseys, they've had black jerseys, they've had pink jerseys. Whereas like you can go everywhere with soccer jerseys. Whereas in the NBA, you're very, unless it's the city jersey now, but like back in the day, it was like you stick to your color scheme and that's it.
Then you also have the same with MLB City Connects too. They kind of, some teams wander off a little bit and kind of do something I mean, like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one for example, and I can't. Like
The
the
Padres.
Padres, yeah,
The
Padres and Marlins, they both kind of.
Padres, Marlins. I mean, like the Red Sox were yellow,
Oh, that's right.
which I
But they
mean,
get,
like I love it.
yeah,
And now I think their fans do too, but at first it's such a jarring, like especially with the Red Sox who have like this massive brand, and it's just
yeah.
so jarring.
That's like the Yankees coming out with a yellow like a yellow or a pink uniform. It's like,
Right.
what are you doing? Like, theirs have
Yeah.
to be
And the
navy.
Yankees backed out of it. They backed out of the City Connect because they're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we're not doing it.
Who knows though? Because it just came out today that they're actually trying to readjust their facial hair mandate.
Finally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like after discussion, like, oh, you can have well-groomed beards, full beards now. It's like, oh, that's okay. That's so. Who knows? Maybe in the future that might
Welcome
change.
to 2000.
I know. That's the thing with the Yankees, though. It's so tradition, and sometimes it's hard to deviate from that. And
Right.
I'm not a big
I
Yankees
get
fan,
it
but
in like a
good move.
I get it in like a uniform sense. Facial hair is a little like, come on, man. It's just hair.
Yeah, it's 2020. You see people rocking these giant beards and stuff. And,
Oh yeah. Which I'm like, they're not going to even be allowed to do that. You know.
I know. It's gonna be kind of like maybe like what you have or what I have kind of a thing, but nothing like
Right.
too big and stuff.
Yeah. No crazy James Harden beards.
Yeah, I kind of look back on that now and think like, what if that was around when like Johnny Damon came to the Yankees because he had to shave his beard completely and stuff. He
Yeah.
could have had the beard.
And now looking back, he's gonna regret it.
Who knows? I think his career was he was pretty okay. Oh my gosh, I can't talk.
He was good.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah,
He had a good career. He was fun without a beard.
good career. Number 18, right? Number 18. I think so.
I don't know much about Johnny Damon.
I think he was.
I'm not the biggest baseball guy outside of the Reds. Like, unless I'm playing MLB The Show, then I'll know some guys, but like, not a big baseball guy. Whereas NBA, I can start naming them.
Well, let's
do a
2-hour quiz
podcast.
then.
Just do a 2-hour podcast. Sasha Pavlovich.
Just go in alphabetical order.
Andres Biedrins.
Actually, I want to try this. Actually, that's something. This is totally just. There's no agenda, by the way. We're doing this again. I felt like it was good last time, so why don't we just go first name alphabetical order? We'll alternate.
Oh God, Alpha. All right, so you start with A.
Or
Is it last name or first name?
do we go first
See?
name and make it even harder for us?
First name might be easier. We can try this. I don't know how. When it's on the spot, let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Let's
You
just do
start
it.
with A.
I gotta start.
Yeah.
Andres Biedrins.
Okay. Booby Gibson.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why am I blanking out now? I'm a C guy. I should know this. Welcome to the podcast, by the way, if you're watching this exciting and enthralling C. Oh my gosh. Does it have to be NBA?
All the boys will be watching, just screaming at you. Be like,
does it have to be NBA?
yes, absolutely.
So
NBA. We're NBA guys.
But it can't be WNBA?
Oh,
That doesn't-
WNBA.
It doesn't help me out at all, but I'm just
If you
saying.
do Caitlin Clark, that's a sellout.
Okay, well then. It's gonna be first name. I'm dropping the ball here. I'm blanking out. There's an obvious one.
Carmelo Anthony.
Oh my gosh, no. Okay, Carlos Boozer. There you go. I'll go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Carlos Boozer. All right. D. Damon Stoudemire.
E. Oh my god. I know there's one. Earl Boykins. There you go.
Nice. F. All right. F. I know one plays for the Rockets right now, but he's too common.
I'll take it.
Fred VanVleet. But I'm
That's
trying
okay.
to come up with a better one. Man. Yeah, we'll just go VanVleet.
Greg Ostertag. There you go.
There. See, now we're talking. All right, H.
Oh.
Hashim Thabit.
Wow, that's a pull.
That's a pull. Let's go.
I can't think of any more. So Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, J. Okay. Um. J. Not JJ Redick. That's too easy. Um.
I'm trying to think of other J's that are not current.
We'll do Jamal McGlure.
Wow, that's Pacer legend there. 24? No, 24. I think it was 24. Number 24.
I don't remember. He played center at Kentucky. That's how I know him.
Oh, well, you're a Pacers fan, so I thought maybe that's what the poll came from.
Yeah. Oh no, those are coming.
No, I'm mixing it with someone else. Okay. Where am I? K.
K. Yeah.
I mean,
K's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Cat.
Okay. Kyle Korver.
Oh, Kyle Korver.
Trying to think of other K's.
What do you think? I'll take an L. Yeah.
Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom.
Lamar. Moses Malone. There you go.
Okay. N. Okay. Nenad Kristich.
Oh, I would have gone Nene.
Ooh, Nene is a good one.
Nene Hilario, yeah. The big O, Oscar Robertson.
Okay. P.
That's a cop out.
This is probably the worst. P is probably the worst.
Pacers?
Yeah, but there's what first name starts with P besides Pete? Peter.
Pacers.
Yeah, but that's not a name.
43.
Oh, Pascal. Yeah, Spicy P. But that, again, too common. I'm trying to pull out like the 1% name on I'm forgetting the game that you play every day. The nine names. All right, P. P. There's like PJ Washington. Boring.
I'm trying to think of Q's now, and I don't know if I can think of any. So I'm
Yeah,
waiting for you to go first.
I got Q if you want to do P. I got Q loaded up.
Can we go Pistol Pete?
Yeah, there you go. Pete Maravich. Good pull. All right, the man that's been traded like 17 times in his career, Quentin Richardson.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I forget about that?
Traded like 5 times in one draft night. So you have R?
R, is it me to R or going back to you for R? I don't know.
Yeah, you can go R.
R. I'm so.
I got one if you want to do S.
I don't have an S either, so I'm just I need to go here.
I'll pull.
Go R.
Raheem Christmas played for the Pacers.
Like I'm also trying to think of people like I could do Rick Barry, of course.
Yeah.
Who I've actually.
You're trying to like pull one from like the back of the brain type thing.
I've actually shaken his hand, by the way, Rick Barry, and I actually popped his knuckle.
Really? Well, I guess he's a Warrior, right?
Yeah, but back when I was working at the stadium, I used to work there. And know. He came in and someone introduced me, and I shook his hand and I popped his knuckle, shaking his hand. I'm like, yeah, I can say that I did that. So
too hard of a grip.
Well, it was just a normal like, hey, how's it going? Like it's a hand grip of the proper strength,
amount.
I wasn't like, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So S to me, right?
Yep.
Now that I could probably do this in my sleep, but now that like I'm the pressure.
Now that you're on the spot, it's tougher.
Can we go designer Seth Reese? No, I'm just kidding. Not. Oh my gosh. I think this podcast is over with because I'm done.
Sasha Pavlovich. There you go. All right,
my
T.
God. T?
Yeah. This one, T's an easy one. You can throw out.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of one that not many people would go with.
Yeah.
That's probably I can probably name a bunch of T's, but I just like Tim Hardaway. That's Tim Hardaway Jr. Blah blah blah. Do you have any
Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, we're gonna go with that. Tyrese.
I'm trying to think of like a good pool for T.
Now
Rasheed Wallace would have been a good R as well.
Oh
T.
yeah.
Let's do Terry Rozier. You do
Taj Gibson.
There you go. That's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
Taj Gibson. All right.
Now you.
I don't know. No, what's his name? He played for Kentucky last year. Hugo. I don't know his last name. Hugo something. Played center for Kentucky. He got drafted in the second round. There you go. There's your U.
We can switch the last names for that one if we need to, but V. We got to go Wemby, right? So
Victor or Vladimir Radmanovich.
Oh, good old 77. Oh my gosh.
Good old Vladimir Radmanovich. P, we could have done Peja. What are we doing? Oh man. Yeah. See, now after the fact, you're like, man, that would have been so good. W.
Wembenyama. No, just kidding. No. Walker Kessler.
Okay.
That's a W. Is there any other ones that like?
No, because I'm thinking last name like Westbrook. Wally Zerbiak.
Wally. Oh wow, that's a pull. Okay. X.
Xavier Henry.
Exactly. I was gonna say yeah. The next.
Yeah, that's basically the only one. Like, why?
You Darvish. No, that's baseball. That's baseball.
Oh, like if he ever stepped on the court, why? It's probably a European.
No, there's also a you that played for the Suns.
Yuta Watanabe. There you go.
There you go. But there's another one like I think like early 2000s that played for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, Yi Jin Lian, who was drafted.
Oh.
Yao Ming.
But should that be considered an M because they go?
And I got Z. I got Z loaded. Zildrunas Ilgauskas.
Oh wow.
The big Z. Wow, look at that. We just spent like 8 minutes doing that, and so many people were probably either clicking out or screaming or screaming at the
Well,
TV.
I guess let us know in any comments who we miss. We're not pros at this, so but that might be fun.
Speak for yourself.
Well, sorry.
My favorite TikToks.
Internet's favorite designer. Oh yeah. Big pro.
My favorite
over
TikToks
here.
are literally just like boys. It's like what girls think guys are doing. It's like partying, drinking, smoking. It's like what the guys are doing. It's literally Vladimir Radmanovich. Good pull.
You had some good polls there. I mean, take that out of context. Good poll. Like no, like that's not what we're going with.
Yeah.
Well, we wasted time on that, so let's maybe reel it back in a little bit. I don't know what we could.
I don't know what your definition of wasting time is. I thought that was great.
Hey, you know what? Fair enough. So, if you like that, comment below. No, I'm trying to think of a. Do you have anything you could add? I'm trying to think of something to kind of reel us back into maybe design or something. So,
I don't know.
Silence.
I know
content.
we did the last time way back in like 2020 was like top 5 teams that need a rebrand, and that was
I remember that.
For us,
yeah.
For us who are just jersey concept designers, it's like that's an easy topic. We can do that.
I prefer
now,
jersey enthusiasts.
Or jersey influencer. Pete
Rogers. Pete Rogers is the jersey influencer. I would not call me an influencer. I'm just like, hey, I'm bored when I'm not working, so
whatever you say.
I mean,
what was the first word? What was the first word of like every tweet back when jerseys would get leaked?
Bazow.
That's it's exactly what I'm thinking of. Yep.
Camisas
You're an
NBA, man.
influencer.
That
You're
wasn't
you're
me.
a jersey influencer.
That wasn't me though.
I
That
know it
was.
wasn't you, but you would see his tweet. I guarantee you had his tweet notifications on, and you saw it. And you're like,
Actually, I don't. I
back to the
don't do. I
lab.
don't. I don't do any notifications. I should,
You
especially during
should have for
nighttime.
him.
I should
Yeah, you
have.
should have for him because you should have been immediately in the lab.
But literally, like when I'm not working, I'm literally just me every day on Twitter. Just refresh,
Oh yeah.
refresh.
Oh,
Cool. Go
especially
away for
during
five
like
minutes.
what's the prime time, like May through, or probably June through August is when all the leaks start happening.
Well, you're getting it less and less now. Like
Yeah, because they only are really doing city jerseys.
I'm not gonna say that I'm the reason why, but after
It might be
after
you and Camisas.
but after I posted that one year, like there's a graphic I posted of like all the New Jerseys, including like the classics. Once I posted that, every year after that, it seems like they've gotten tighter on security.
Yeah, which they probably did anyway with just the amount of leaks that were happening. Because I'm sure they weren't thrilled when
Oh, definitely
some
not.
dude in a factory is like, "Hey, by the way, here's the new city jersey."
I just found that
Like,
online. So
yeah, yeah, it's not your fault. You're not the one snapping pics.
no, I don't. And also, it was just like renders and stuff. It wasn't like full, like actual uniforms. But then they start coming out like, oh, maybe because people were looking at it as like
I don't know, man.
these can't be real. Like, there's no way that these little fake renders they're real at all. And then all of a sudden, all the jerseys started
Oh
leaking. It's
yeah,
like,
the like the factory template ones. Those are always like the interesting ones because people are like, "Those aren't real," and then you put it on your graphic, and they're like, "Okay, I can see how that's real."
but like,
Like when
but
you
then like,
actually see it on a jersey, you can be like, okay, I can see how that's real.
but then like I said, then the actual one comes out and it's like that. That's that design. It doesn't look like what he put on there, but it's like that.
That's how it goes when you're deciphering like a 240 kilobyte image, trying to decide what a word mark looks
So
like.
bad. The only ones I can really do decent on were the classic ones because everyone knows those ones already and
Yeah,
stuff.
right. You can pull images for that.
No, definitely. So I guess I'll ask a question now. Like we talked about, you used to do jersey designs. That's how you became the internet's favorite designer. That's everyone knows that. You still hate that. Um,
Everyone knows that.
was the move always to transition to graphics? Because don't like you just started doing them. And that's actually kind of what
No.
you're. That's kind of what you do now. Is you just mainly do graphics.
Yeah. No, I mean honestly, I just did jersey design like after work, after accounting all day. I would come home and do jersey designs so that I could use them on 2K. And then they started popping off. They honestly, the first ever like series I did didn't really blow up that much until Worldwide Wobe found them. Uh, I think it was during the COVID lockdown.
Yeah.
Um, he he tweeted something like, NBA artists, send your projects, like I'm bored, I want to look through it. And I sent him, oh, here's if the entire NBA rebranded, and he immediately like retweeted it and was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen, and it blew up. And
Yeah.
that's what started 94 feet, because at that point I think I was just posting them on like a personal account. And I'm like, I should maybe try and like make it a thing. um so yeah, I did jersey design, still working with accounting all day for like 3 years. Like two of the NBA refresh projects were made after work from like 5 to 10, and that's what I was talking about with like your mind melts and you are just completely just got nothing in there. It's like I was working till 5 to 10 o'clock every night, doing jersey designs, and then I got laid off from accounting during COVID. And at that point, I was basically like, oh, I'll try doing like actual graphics. And I sucked at it at first. But then just basically did a graphic a day for like 4 months. And a lot of it was like Bengals stuff, um, jersey swaps, a lot of Joe Burrow stuff. And that's when Jack Collinsworth from PFF called me, and that kind of started it all. So now I'm strictly a graphic designer and sometimes dabble in jerseys. So yeah.
Uh, how long? How long would like an average graphic take you to make? Like for me, it'll
Um.
take hours and hours because
Yeah.
I'm still new to it. I always go to
Right.
you. I'm like, help me out. Is this looking okay? Like I don't know.
No, and it does, but I think a lot of the time is like you when you're starting, like you find a style that you like. So whether it's like white background, you know, a lot of people do really well with just like a very basic background. There are a lot of people that do very intricate 3D backgrounds or just have an insane amount of assets that they're masking and pulling in and, adding stuff to. And it looks insanely good, but that definitely takes a lot of time. Um,
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on like the turnaround. So if I'm just doing like a personal graphic, probably a couple hours, but I'm retouching every image. I'm cutting out every image like perfectly. I'm going through 500 fonts to make sure which one I want. Like you're very perfectionist in it. Whereas like with work, I have, a request comes in, hey, I need this in an hour. So you obviously have to kind of expedite the process a little bit. So you take a
Yeah.
cutout that you already have, throw it on a team color background, maybe throw in one little asset in there, type some stats out, call it a day. It just depends. But I think the thing is like the ones you do on your own where you kind of develop that style, then it kind of expedites the process of, oh, okay, I know where these players are going to go, or, oh, I'm just going to do one cutout on a background with a lot of text. Or you kind
Yeah.
of start to understand where you're going with it before you even start it.
Yeah. And I mean, to one up from PFF, PFF's awesome, but you're not
Oh,
doing
yeah,
work.
I love it.
You're now doing work for the NBA.
I am, which is crazy considering it all started with NBA jerseys. Yeah, that was a.
I remember when you told us like the Jersey Club at the time, um, like you mentioned that and we blew up in the chat. We were just like,
Oh
no
yeah,
way.
and I'm like,
And
I'm like, keep it on the DL. I don't want anything to happen. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah,
wait,
wild.
especially you were pretty much the founder of the Jersey Club. Like, let's be honest here. Your tweet
I
started it
would say it
all.
was me and you.
But your
Right?
your
Yeah.
your tweet started it all. It's like, oh, we need to do something about this. So you called out me, Sun Genie Tracker. I believe you also called out Da Vinci. You called other. I
Da
remember everyone
Vinci,
you. I remember
Ryan.
you called out, but I don't remember exactly who everyone you called out.
Yeah,
But
it was
that
just a
we
solid like 20 people.
you started that, and then we kept adding on. It's kind of died out, unfortunately, the Jersey Club. But like we're all still talking to each other. But
Life
we're all
happens.
during
We're
COVID.
all older.
It's a lot easier to do projects when you're not working all the
Right.
time.
Yeah. Like for me, I didn't have a job. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do a WNBA project. Like, let's do it.
That
Which,
was
like, that type of stuff, lo and behold, people look at your resume and they say, oh, you did this cool WNBA expansion project.
yeah,
Like, that stuff, that stuff shows out to people. Like,
yeah,
I will always tell people, like, the jersey design stuff, like, a lot of people think it's very simple. Like, and I've talked to a lot of actual designers as well, where they go, "Oh, it's just jersey design," and I'm like, "Okay, make a jersey," and they do, and like it's a skill, and I'm very glad that I had that skill, and then translated, and I'm not the best designer in the world, like I know that for a fact. There are like 16-year-old kids that are posting stuff on Instagram that will blow my stuff away, but like you develop certain skills in jersey design that you can translate over to actual design. A lot of it is like text, typography, stuff like
yeah,
that. Or even just like pulling, inspiration from a jersey as like a background or something. Like, oh, I'm going to take the word mark here and I'm going to make it the background. Or, I'm going to use the number font that they use as the text. Like stuff like that, which, I still think about a lot whenever I make designs is using specific fonts that are related to the teams. But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm not saying like we're the originators of designing jersey on the internet because it's happened
Oh
before, but
no,
like,
absolutely
but like
not.
like back like even during COVID, the beginning, like there wasn't many people doing it. Like there there was
Yeah.
like there's probably like a handful of people that were actually doing it. More than that, probably, but you know what I mean. It wasn't a lot. But then now,
A
like
lot of it was like,
nowadays, you get like people from left field, right field, from every aspect just
yeah,
now posting and stuff, and it's kind of cool to see the growth of the community in that way, and especially us kind of being there from early on, seeing it kind of grow to what it is today. It's kind of
right.
and yeah,
Yeah,
like
I mean
like you
like
said, people post stuff like how come I couldn't do that?
sport sportslogos.net forums, which I never did. But like that's how I know like Da Vinci, that's how he kind of started was on those forums. And it's
I,
like,
I I know Thor does it too. He posts on there as well.
yeah,
Yeah,
where it's like that's where a lot of those and people were doing that in 2010.
yeah.
So it's like, I started I think in 2017 with jerseys, which is crazy that it's almost been 10 years, which not a good feeling.
Makes you feel
Um
old, doesn't it?
yeah, I'm 31 tomorrow, so I'm feeling it.
That's right.
Um
Uh, 30.
but
I'm
yeah, I mean
34,
it's cool
so
like how it started where it was a simple tweet like, I it was probably some sort of tweet along the line of like someone complaining about Nike is my guess. I don't remember the exact tweet, but I was like, I got a squad that could put together a awesome refresh, and I just started tagging everyone, and yeah, that's how it started. And then we started doing a bunch of projects together. We did a NBA refresh together, right?
it was like a city edition thing. We just did
Yeah.
city
Oh
edition,
yeah,
and
the city we did the what was the one we did where it was like
the heritage ones, right?
pool.
Yeah,
Yeah, Heritage. Yep.
yeah.
And then WNBA, we did um
I gotta look at all this now
FIBA.
because we
We
did the
did FIBA.
Olympics. That's right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I
I was
had
so I
Canada.
was so stoked for that. Y'all were mad at me because it was totally random, but I happened to get US. You're like, oh, really? Yeah,
Sure. It
there's a
was totally
coincidence.
random.
I literally used the little like wheel generator thing. I'm
Yeah.
like I think I even when I pulled it, I was like, that's gonna do I
That's gonna
not?
piss someone off.
And it did. I'm just, no. Y'all
No,
were just
I
having
mean
fun with
like
it.
yeah. And it's like, but we did so many projects to where now like I look back on my portfolio and all those projects are still there. Like
Yeah,
good.
all
I
of
mean
them.
like it's a cool thing to show off.
Yeah, those were some good times. I even like did like projects since then. Doing like the tournament style thing where followers vote. I think you were a
Right.
part of. Were you part of how many of those? I can't remember, but
Yeah, two of them, and I got voted out in the first round of each one, and I'm still upset about it.
uh,
Still mad.
I made
My
the
Knicks
final.
ones were great, and they got voted out in the first round.
I
I
made
was mad.
I made it to the finals of the original one with the Nuggets, and people were
Yeah,
like, "Yours as I was better." They just voted for Boston because it's
it was
Boston. They have the
Boston
most fan.
fans took over. Yeah, Pete got him and his little minions to to vote for
It
Boston.
wasn't even Pete's design. It was
I
Jake
know, but he
Pablo.
probably feared it. Oh yeah.
I
Good
think
designer. Good
he
jersey
wasn't
designer.
he wasn't that happy because he's a Miami fan. So he's like, "Oh, I got to do Boston. Come on, like
I don't know. Boston was always easy to me with concepts.
yeah." I mean, I
Keep
Jake's a
the
great
word mark
guy.
number, change the shade of the green, add a parquet pattern, boom.
Done.
There you go. Like,
Like Jake's
it's pretty
awesome. Like
easy.
Jake is awesome. I really like what he does. He did a great design, but people are saying
Except
that,
for he's a
"Oh,
Heat
I
fan.
should have won." What's that?
So I said, except for he's a Heat fan. I don't like the Heat. They ruined my childhood.
I haven't asked him yet about like, "Hey, how you feeling with the whole Jimmy Butler stuff?" I'm trying to I'm trying
All
to
right, yeah.
cause
Because you received Jimmy Butler.
no, I'm
Oh,
not a
you're a
Warriors
Kings
fan.
fan. You're right.
Yeah,
You're a Kings fan now.
yeah, I was a
Yeah.
Warriors
Never
fan.
mind.
So
Sorry about the Kings. Yeah, that's tough.
shut up. Although I remember when they fired Mike Brown as part of the crowd, like that was the wrong move. What are you doing? Then they won like 3 or 4 in a row. I was like, Maybe that
You're
was the right
back
move.
in.
Maybe that was the right move, actually. I like
And
Doug
then
Christie,
De'Aaron
though, so
immediately was, oh, yeah, Doug Christie's awesome. That's a good pull for
D.
D name. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
And
trying to think jersey wise, how we get off topic very fast.
hey, that's what this
But
podcast is, Oh,
right. Yeah, I mean like but now you've kind of taken the mantle of like you are the jersey guy, which is
I've,
cool.
I've definitely taken a step back, though. I've moved more into the side of templating now, so.
Yeah, which well, good move cuz it's working. Proline
I
templates
Proline mockups, yeah, so.
or
Um,
mockups, yeah. Proline mockups. Very good.
actually, that might be a good segue talking about Proline mockups.
There you go.
What was the last time you done a jersey?
Ooh. Reds jersey in like July. NBA probably Pacers one before last season. Yeah, like that's sad.
Do you know where I'm going with this? Let me ask you.
Are you gonna tell me like I need to start designing jerseys again?
No, if you haven't listened to the pod before, we have this challenge that we do for our
Oh God,
guests. You can say
hit me with it.
you can say no. I'll do it.
Hit me with it. Let's go.
So you remember I did the 1-5-10 challenge
Oh
multiple
God, you're
times.
gonna make me do that.
No, just 5 minutes.
Okay, on here right now.
Yeah, we'll cut, get set up, and everything.
Cool. Let's
You
do
can
it.
you can say no. It's fine. Like
Nah, I'm doing this. This is great.
you're gonna do it. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna go to this. And Seth's gonna make a 5-minute design, actually using one of the templates from our sponsor. If you follow me on social media, you know I like to design uniforms. Maybe a little too much. Luckily, Proline mockups make it very easy. We've got professionally made 4K Photoshop mockup templates that look amazing and are super easy to work with. They don't take up a lot of disk space, making it easy on your computer. From jerseys to helmets, individual pieces to complete uniforms, we've got everything you need to take your design to the next level. You want to try for yourself? Head on over to Proline Mockups and grab a template today. Even better, you can save 10% by using code LAYERS at checkout. Head on over to Proline Mockups today. Now back to the podcast. Audio listeners, not a problem with you guys, but for video guys, something's different. Do you
I
want
have
to
a dog.
explain? Yeah, exactly. That's the difference. Yeah, it's the dog. What's your
Nah,
dog's
my
name, by the
computer
way?
sucks. My computer sucks, and there's a bunch of click and background noise that could not be eliminated. So
So
we're doing it again.
we already recorded the 5-minute design. That's not gonna be on here, but if you guys want, we can upload it as like a separate thing, so you can kind of see the first version, kind of see the whole madness. Um, if not, it's gone in the trenches forever. So, all right, we have a random wheel here. Seth couldn't decide, so I didn't hear that noise the last time we did this. Um, okay, why don't you count it down, Seth?
All right. 3, 2, 1. Decide my fate.
See, Milwaukee. Okay,
Milwaukee. Okay.
Milwaukee.
Can I have like 1 minute to think and then probably let this dog down?
Yeah. We're gonna cut, of course. Yeah. Milwaukee
All
Bucks.
right.
Seth. Are you sure you're ready for this?
No, but I haven't designed a basketball jersey in a long time, so this is going to be something.
Well, it's
We'll see
definitely
how
the
it
first.
goes.
It's definitely the first time I give you this challenge. This is definitely not a re-record or anything. Um, you can't really tell, but there's 5 minutes.
Yep.
That's more for the video watchers. Of course, audio you can't see that. Any final words?
No, let's do this.
Well, just don't cry too much when you're struggling here. Okay. I'm gonna count it down from 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. First thing we're going to do, I think we're going to go with. That's two Celtics. Yeah.
Purple. That you
There
gotta do
we
purple.
go.
Gotta do the purple.
All right, and then collar design. Probably stick with. I think I'm gonna go uh U-neck. Okay, purple,
With the yellow
purple. We'll
pinstripes,
get
bold move.
Nope. We'll get rid of pinstripes. Um, Probably gonna do just your standard 3 stripe collar. Oh, this is right. There we go. Okay. All right, and then we'll do purple here.
I had okay.
Maybe a no.
I'll make it. Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Thin white on the bottom, bold green on the top.
This green?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right, you're cooking.
Well, I was thinking no purple, but
So
I actually like the purple. So
yeah, I kind of like the purple in the middle.
are you going cream on the bottom? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, you gotta flip it on the cuffs.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got 3
Okay.
minutes, by the
How
way.
much time?
308,
3 minutes? Okay.
308. So
Okay. There we go. Okay, back to Illustrator. We're gonna use this.
bucks. That's
Jersey
reminiscent of
design.
Cream City a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. There we
Like not a
go.
little bit, a lot of it. Exactly what it is. I remember you got it sizing right the first time you did this, and oh, he did it
Ooh,
again. Seth did it again.
might make it a little bigger. Yeah. Okay.
When
Take.
you're such a legend, you get it right on the first time, every time.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did I just jinx
Berries
it?
aren't gonna
Oh
load.
no!
Oh no. Actually, no. I know what I can do. There we go. Okay.
And he recovered nicely.
It's all about not panicking.
Yeah, just tell that to Pete. He had a panic while doing this. You are
Okay.
at 2 minutes.
Okay. Cream jump man. Okay, that didn't. There we go. Right, that's good. Okay. I'm gonna try something. Nope.
Oh wow.
Uh, uh
Oh, is he? Are you gonna do like the statement with the?
I might. We're gonna try it. I don't know how this is gonna work. And then maybe.
Okay.
Please load. Uh
I'd say darker, to be honest.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Why am I telling you what to do?
How much time?
You are at 50 seconds. I'm supposed to go in that direction, not the other way, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah. Nope. Okay. Nope. Scratch that.
No. Ooh.
No.
15. 10 seconds.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Nope. That's it. We tried. I mean, for 5 minutes, that's a pretty nice jersey.
Like, can you toggle it back on again? I want to see something.
Sure. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. I think the reason
Oh,
is because it's not because it's the
disable. No,
cuffs, the side panels,
no, disable the mask on that one.
mask. Yeah, okay, that's not bad.
And then yeah, you want to turn off the full cuffs, I think, because I think you have the full cuffs on
Okay, so
above the
let's see
side
here.
panels. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, that ain't bad. Look at that.
probably some little tweaks and stuff. Seth,
Right.
I think you're back.
Still got it. I still got it.
Yeah, you're back.
I mean, like perfect, perfect logo sizing. It could be a little bigger. Like I think if I made both the number and the
Word mark.
word mark a little bigger. Yeah. I kind of like the off-centered number as well. I don't think it would look as good in the middle.
Definitely not. I'm a big fan
No,
of
I like this.
off-centered numbers.
Same. Yeah. I mean, hey, this is a dub for me.
It's actually the Bucks. The Dubs are Golden State, so it's a bad joke.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry.
You're right. You're right.
You right.
I did
Seth,
it.
you did it. You still got it, man. You still got it.
The internet's favorite designer. Still got it.
Yeah. Well, we recorded, and we're recording again. This is the day before the podcast actually comes up, which is if you're listening to this, it's today, obviously, but we recorded this the day before. Um, you posted some Indiana Pacers jerseys since then.
Right? I have. After you posted your Indiana Pacers jerseys.
Man, I'll just say though, like they're pretty good. They're definitely Charlotte vibes. I'm just kidding. So many people in
Oh,
the
the
comments.
New Orleans Pacers. I'm like, yeah, man. It's the city color scheme. I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
I liked them, but people.
I mean, look, if the Pacers are gonna do a rebrand, it's like maybe change the color scheme. Who knows?
You think that'll actually ever happen though? Like change the color scheme?
No. I mean, I think they could go to like the early. I think Reggie Miller's like rookie year, the like royal blue and gold.
Yeah.
But then people will be like, "Oh, the Golden State Warriors." You're never gonna
Gold,
win.
the Golden State Pacers, Indiana
Yeah,
Warriors.
you're never
Yeah.
gonna win. I mean, look, sign me up for the Golden State Pacers if that means 3 NBA titles.
Yeah, I
Like,
was
sue
around.
me.
I was a fan for those. So like they
Yeah.
were well for most of them. I left being a fan in 2021. Then they won the championship that next year. So I'm like, well, that's perfect.
Yeah,
So
like maybe it was me.
yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Um, well, I guess while we're on the topic of rebrands, we did kind of do this in the old podcast. We went through kind of
Oh,
all the
this is our
teams.
segment. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 30 teams. We can go one by one, or I think I did this the other day, and I always name them all off just like that. I don't know if I should do that again for this one, but
Yeah. I
do you
name
want
all the teams. Go off.
do you want to do it? Okay, in
Yeah,
alphabetical
go off.
order.
Yep.
Okay, so we got. I gotta figure out. Actually, I know where to start. I can see the graphic in my head because I do that graphic every year, and it's literally I can track it down. Okay,
It's
so we got.
literally it's literally the Spider-Man meme from Avengers. It's like I see him everywhere.
I see him everywhere. That's
Everywhere I look,
It's actually
he's
looks
there.
not from Avengers, from Spider
Yeah,
Man.
No Man Home. Is it No Man Home or
No
No Way
way,
Home?
no way home.
No man.
No man
No,
home.
I'm
No
thinking No
Spider
Man's
Man.
Sky. Yeah, no
Oh,
way
okay,
home.
okay,
I see him
okay.
everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
Meme that. That's a new meme.
well, if you already listen, if you're already on like social media and stuff, you already see that meme posted. So okay, so we got I'll go city order: Atlanta, Boston, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Denver, Detroit, Golden State, Houston, Indiana, LA, Memphis, Miami, Milwaukee, Minnesota, New Orleans, New York, Oklahoma City, Orlando, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, San Antonio, Toronto, Utah, Washington. Boom. Got it.
I don't know if that's a gift or a curse.
Well, it's that graphic every. I do it every. I've done it like I think 5 years now, something like
Yeah,
that.
which is insane.
I always say
Like,
never again, never again.
and then the Pro Line mock-up 2 comes out, and boom, you're doing here's every confirmed jersey for every NBA team.
Yeah, so far.
Except I can't tag the Hornets. I know that line. That's
Yeah,
what I
I
remember from the
can't
tweet.
tag. I can't tag. Charlotte, L.A., or Philadelphia. Those are the three teams that you can't tag on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah,
I always remember seeing that disclaimer.
because then
Look,
it
man.
adds. It still adds their name in the replies and stuff, so you can still see it, but you just
Right.
can't tag the photo.
Look, I don't know how you do it, considering it's like you'll get a leak of a jersey and 240 pixels by 240 pixels, and it's like Vazoo new city jersey,
Bizarre.
and you have to decide. You have to decipher what it looks like from there, and then you somehow pull it out every time.
But yeah, that's the thing. People, I don't know, everyone really understands. It's like they don't come like that. I literally have to go through and mock them up on the template, so I don't just get to pull
Right.
them from somewhere. Although
Right. You have to make the logo. You gotta do everything.
what I did the first couple of years, I used the NBA template, so it was easy to pull when they got
Right.
released. But then I went to
Oh,
Uni
you use
mockups
the
for
locker vision.
no, it was the NBA Store one.
Oh yeah. So you could kind of like, I guess, mask it out of the store graphic, right?
Yeah, so that was easy. And then starting, I think year three, I started using the Uni mockups template.
Flat lay.
Or the flat one, and then they had the hanging one, and
Right.
then with Proline, yeah, the flat one, and then now we did the full one. I'm not doing that full one again. That's
Yeah, the
the
shorts,
short.
nope.
I know the guys at Proline want me to do that for the uniform database, so I have to do it for that. But for my personal
Right.
thing, I'm just like,
No one, I mean, like, we all like the shorts, but like, no one cares. It's so much more work.
they care more than you think. 'Cause, like I'll post it all the time. People are
Yeah.
like, oh, we need to see the shorts and stuff. Then I'll post the shorts, and it's like, oh, the jersey's cool. You didn't even mention the shorts.
Right.
Like,
It's like all this work for nothing.
but it gives the option. So we have the options for people to
Right.
do the shorts, and people have some cool designs. So, but I've never been a short
Right.
man. I'm short.
Yeah, I've always done jersey. The short king.
Well, not
Yeah,
that
I've
king.
always just done jerseys. I think I did shorts for like 4 graphics total, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this. Like,
People like
it's
doing
just not
shorts
worth
though,
it.
so you
Right.
gotta have that option. You gotta have that option there. So why don't we go through? Sorry,
Okay.
we'll go through all the teams and who we really think needs a rebrand. Should we rebrand? Gosh, I can't talk. Should we go just all the way through? Or should we just like just go
Yeah.
random?
We
Okay,
can use
we'll
your
start from
city
the.
skills. Atlanta, I think they're good.
I'd like a yellow statement though. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I did like, what was it, the city jersey in 2022?
Oh, with like
The yellow hawk, kind of the like
the mashup
faux
ones.
throwback. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I thought
Now
that looked great.
I like the font.
Yellow's hard to make a jersey for because, like, the Lakers, I know, like, I've seen tweets about it the last couple of days where it's like the banana yellow versus the gold, where it's like if you use a banana yellow, it looks kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, yellow's tough. Yellow is very tough. Plus, most like normal people, yellow is not a good color.
That's totally fair. But I feel like if they went the direction kind of like with that city edition, I feel like they could pull it off.
Right.
Boston can't really.
No, they're never gonna do it.
Maybe the statement, just
Yeah.
the black is just kind of.
I don't know. They love the black statement. I would love like a darker green, and then use their normal green in it as well. Just because I
Or they can
think
even
a
go
dark
back.
and light green looks good.
They can also go back to like the pre Nike era where it was still green, but it was black word mark.
Right. and
Just
then like
flip the
throw
green and
in
the
some
black.
gold. Yeah.
Yeah. So Boston, Brooklyn.
I mean, I like their jerseys, but their color scheme is black and white. Like you are limited with a black and white color scheme.
If anyone's seen the, we did a whole project at Proline. I did like a had like yellow and
Yeah.
like a yellow combo. It's I I liked it. Of course, I banned it. Of course, I'm gonna like it. I'm
Right.
biased. But kind of like I went off of for Brooklyn. I went off of like transportation. So like the
Right. The subway signs.
icon association were based off like the subway, and then I went like a taxi cab kind of style for the statement, which was yellow.
Right. One of my most popular concepts ever was the nets with the like lines across the jersey. Do you remember it?
Oh, was that from
I had the
your first refresh?
second refresh, I think,
Oh no,
where
yeah,
it
because
had
you
the like
yeah
the subway lines,
yeah
and
yeah
dude, people loved it. So just,
yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I guess for the Nets you could add in just like a little bit of color, but I think I think their home and away jerseys look good. Like, I don't
I'm
think it's
I'm
bad.
blanking out on their statement right now. Why am I blanking? Oh, their statement's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the like the gray.
Well, it's black. It's like black, and then
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
black word mark, and that's that
Big Nets.
what's that font called? Oh my gosh,
The
I
life
know
of a
the
designer.
yeah I should know the fonts, but like I can't remember the name of it right now. But yeah, it's just the standard font. Um,
Right.
Charlotte, more purple than
Yeah.
the main set.
Right. I don't know
Yeah.
why they ditched purple in the first place. Honestly, or it sounds sacrilegious. Ditch the teal and go to the mint.
I wouldn't hate that either. The mint's actually nice,
The mint
nice
looks really
color scheme.
good. The mint and the
Yeah.
gold is really cool, and it would be so different. Which I mean, teal is different too. So it's like not many teams have teal and
If they
purple.
want to stick with teal and purple, go off the
Great,
statement. I like the statement edition. The like the side
right?
panel with the honeycomb and
The
stuff.
honeycomb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicago, you can't really touch greatness, so we're gonna just let
yeah, not
Chicago
touching
go.
them.
Even the statement, even though it's like a kind of a variation of the pinstripe, I kind of like it with the just like the subliminal pinstripe look.
Yeah,
I like
no,
it.
the
So
Chicago's is really good. And even their city jerseys are usually pretty good. Like I've never really had a problem with one of their city jerseys.
if they
The
have
only
to
one I
change,
did was the big Bulls logo with the number. That was the only one I didn't really care for.
that was the which one was that? What year?
The Chicago one, right?
Yeah, I'm blanking out what year that was. I like what they did with the flag colors. I feel like they could go to that.
Yeah, I see. I love the baby blue and the red. I think for
Yeah.
every refresh I've done, just to like reinvent the wheel, I've used the baby blue. I think everyone has.
Yeah, I think I did that with the Proline one as well. I got to look all this up now. So you think we're prepared after already doing this, but you know what?
Never.
Never, never, ever. I'm just trying to remember the one Chicago I did. Yeah, I went with accent of baby blue, and then
Yep. And then the like script Chicago logo.
on the statement I did that one. Yeah, so
Yeah.
but it was a black jersey with a light blue and red accent. So
Right.
I dug it. So Chicago, then we go down to Cleveland. I
They've
don't hate
grown
the
on me.
jerseys anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, they've grown on me.
it is during that year is when Utah and Cleveland both came out, and they were both very boring and simple. Everyone's like, "Oh, they
Right.
suck." And the more we look at the Jazz ones, like, okay, the Cleveland ones aren't so bad anymore.
Right. And I think it's just like when you see it in action, it looks a lot better. When you see it just like from a graphic posted of here's the leaked Cavs jerseys, it's easier to react and be like, ooh, like that looks very plain. But I do like if I will say if it was a word mark, an actual word mark, instead of like the logo with the net and everything, I think we would feel different. Like if it was say the
The word mark.
2016 Cavaliers word mark and then no stripes or anything, I feel like we would feel a little bit different.
I feel like
I like it though.
this one works better than I think that word mark would have looked. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
there is
yeah.
the net the font. I know the font was created when LeBron came back. It was meant to be surrounded around LeBron, but then he left.
Right.
Not my king, by the way. Not my goat. Sorry, not my goat. But no, I think that word mark works for the team, and yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
like it.
pretty good. Dallas, definitely.
They definitely do, but every every single concept of Dallas, it's just tough. I don't know why. I like anytime I've done Dallas, I felt like I haven't gotten it right.
Yeah, it's
That's
one of
that
those.
weird feeling,
It's one of those. Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like, oh, like they definitely need a rebrand. We can think of something. And you get there, you're just like, I got nothing.
right? I mean,
Although,
like
yeah,
you could take one of the city jerseys and kind of use that as the base.
yeah,
I feel like
I did that with the they had the city edition. It was a blue jersey. They had kind of like the roundish font and like the three different shades of green, kind of added like the shadow and like the side panel. I went off
right,
based off of that. You gotta have green. Green is one of those
right,
colors that the fans want green. They've given them
right.
green in the city editions. Just bring it back.
Just do it. Yeah, just do it.
Denver.
I mean, I like their jerseys. I will say, like, I love every time they've done a statement jersey, a new statement jersey. I feel like it's done really well. I like their home and away is fine. Their city jersey, just please drop the 5280. Like, we get it.
It's
You're
dumb.
the Mile
It's
High
so dumb.
City. We all understand now.
Yeah, it's
If
like
you don't know how many feet are in a mile now, there's no hope for
wait,
you.
that's what that is? Just kidding. um, but yeah, their statements are pretty good. I do prefer the previous statement over the current one, but I don't hate the current one.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would love if they went back to the baby blue and gold. I just don't see it happening. I
The
love the
main,
like the mellow era color scheme. I love.
yeah, the main thing I'll say for Denver, get rid of the wishbone.
Right.
Lose it. Lose it.
You've always hated Wishbone.
Moving on. So we got Detroit definitely needs a rebrand.
Right. Which honestly, I think take the word mark that they're using on their city jerseys this year, kind of the like rugged,
Oh,
like
the bad boys.
kind of script. Yeah. Take
Yeah,
that, run with it. I think that'd be perfect. Like
yeah.
I love their city jerseys this year, the cream.
But do you do the current color scheme or do this color scheme of those jerseys?
Um I would say red, blue, and maybe throw cream in as like a third color.
I
But
love
I
that like
I probably wouldn't do orange.
no, I
Just
love
get
that the
when I
cream
think of
color is making a
Pistons,
return. So I like that that's
right?
making a return.
I just think when I think of Pistons historically, I think red and blue. Like they are one of the, and I know we have too many red and blue teams now, but they are historically one of those teams that I think of red and blue.
But could they go to the teal?
They could, but like I mean I love it. The teal is awesome, but at the
Yeah,
same time, like I just feel like they're one of those. They're one of the teams like Chicago and stuff like that, to where it's like you kind of historically just don't mess with it,
yeah, that's fair. Golden State, they definitely need a change.
right? Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not a big fan of their icon association jerseys.
I was shocked at how much I like the statement.
Oh, the statement is amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like it a
is
lot.
there a lot going on? Yes, that's kind of odd for kind of the standard today in the NBA, but it I like the
I'm a big
stacking word
fan.
mark. So
Yeah,
stacking word mark is
and I feel like they kind of use those as an experimentation of if we were to do a complete rebrand, like, is this something that people would like?
yeah, I'd say I'm all in. So
Same.
being an anti-Warriors fan, I do support that statement jersey. Well, it's just like the icon association. I remember I was actually at the time working for
Right.
maybe I shouldn't say that, but I already said it. Okay, I was a fan at the time, and I was like, oh, they're gonna new jerseys, new city. Let's change the jerseys, just change the logo. I'm like, are you the roundel? I know
Yeah.
it's like a classic look for the Warriors, but I mean,
And also, just take the All Star jerseys this year. I think those were great. The Bay, like, did you
the
do
ba-
a Warriors jersey one with
I did dubs.
Yeah, and I loved it. Like that's a cool
I was
statement
I was gonna
uniform.
go I was gonna go the dubs kind of match the all star, but I didn't
Yeah.
like how the looked. So
Yeah.
actually,
No, I mean
I
like
was
that would
unsure.
be
Then
a
once
cool
yeah, I was unsure. Then once you said don't do the, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta listen to you. So you're the internet's favorites.
shut up. It's never gonna
uh,
end. It's never
it's
gonna end.
never going to end. Let's move on from that. Houston, I think definitely needs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
their statement's a little old at this point, but I feel like it's a better look than what they
Yeah.
used
I
for.
like their city jersey this year too. I feel like that's a common theme for me is I feel like the city jerseys are pretty good this year.
Yeah, the only thing I love more about the city is just the overall design of it. Like, I like the word mark.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah, I
font.
like the word mark a lot. Like you could take that word mark and make it this new statement word mark.
Yeah, and then
And
move
I'd
the
be
current
perfectly
statement to
fine with
the
that.
icon association.
Bring
The one
back
thing
the
is
mustard.
the one thing that's weird about Houston though is like when you look at their logos and stuff, the R is fine, but for some reason on the jerseys, the R kind of like instead of like being a standard. I don't know how to explain this. So you got the R with the standard point right there. For some reason, it kind of like goes into the to the. It's just the R
Yeah.
is weird in the word marks, but
Right. And I think it'd be nice if they kind of moved on from that and kind of followed the H Town where it's kind of sheared and did the Houston Rockets. Kind of like the old I think it would look really good.
yeah, I say full time switch to that font. Well, back to that font.
And if you don't want to go to red and mustard just because you don't just want to copy the throwbacks, honestly, red, navy blue, baby blue. Bring
Oh,
back the
great.
Steve Francis color scheme, kind of rework it. I think it would look really good.
Oh, I definitely totally agree. And they got to actually use a light blue jersey. They didn't have that. They need a
Right.
light blue jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Indiana. That's your team. Let's go to Indiana.
Um, I love the statement jersey. Statement, the Flojo remake is great. I think it looks good, and I think if they were to do a rebrand soon, I think that would probably be the baseline. Um, I
I'm gonna
know
get.
most
I'm gonna.
people want pinstripes,
Yeah. I'm
which
gonna
I
throw it in.
love.
Yeah. I feel like they should go to the. It probably won't happen, but they should go to the city colors.
Color scheme. I They've grown on me. It was pretty shocking at first when they released it. What, last year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, last
Um,
season. So
it was shocking, but now it's grown on me. I think it looks really good on white.
like the black grew on me, and then once the white came out, I'm like, oh, that.
Yeah. And like the color scheme, yeah, the color scheme is great. Um, I wouldn't mind using. I think it's the 2020 city jersey. So it was the royal blue with the yellow pinstripes, and then it kind of had like the
I think that was the
corner.
earned.
Um, let's look.
Oh no, or the yellow was
By
the
the
earned.
way,
The yellow was the
by
earned.
the way, bring back earned jerseys.
Exactly, exactly. No, you're right. I think the yellow version of that was the earned.
Yes, 2020, 2021 city edition. It's the royal blue Indiana with the like yellow and white side panels. I think if they based
Oh,
it off of that as
kind
well,
kind of
I
kind
think
of
that'd be
like the
great.
side panels you use on your current design that you posted.
Right. Yeah. Which that was a big inspiration for it was
Yeah,
that jersey.
I really like the current city edition though. It's really good,
Yeah.
really good. The field house one, I'm gonna say no. That was just a big no.
Yeah. I mean, I just think they just didn't, it was tough that year, but
Yeah.
you're going to miss eventually. I feel like for the most part, the Pacer City jerseys have been really good. So
I remember
you're eventually going to miss.
the first couple having like the vertical race stripe.
Right. I
I
loved it.
I like the white one a lot. I wasn't a fan of the first version.
The navy blue.
Yeah, I didn't hate
I
it.
like that one. The only one I didn't really like was like the sash, the like road sash across like the jersey. I think it was 2019.
I'm looking this up right now. Let's see.
I had a Victor Oladipo one, and then when he
Oh, the
told
gray
all the
one.
Heat players to go grab him, yeah, that kind of went down the drain.
The gray one had like the thin stripe and then the thicker kind of like Flojo-ish stripe.
Yeah,
No, I like the white version of that better, but it wasn't a great jersey for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can't win
Okay,
them all.
so
But I think overall the Pacers, even their association and icon, I think are fine. Like I don't think it's one of the worst jerseys in the NBA. But if they were going to rebrand, I would like it to be in the FloJo statement type.
yeah,
Take that as
I
the base.
I like the look of like the word marks going around the number. I thought that was
Yeah,
good. I wouldn't have thought Indiana would be the team to do that though. I thought
right. And they
that could
did
have
it.
it
They
should have been like an
were
Oklahoma City thing or something like that. A team with
yeah.
actual
They were
two
the
names.
first. They were the first team I think to change their jerseys with the Nike switch.
They were one of the first. I think a couple teams changed,
Yeah.
but they're definitely the biggest change. I would say from that.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah,
had the pretty boring Indiana, just like pretty plain Paul George Indiana ones for a while.
which is also a wishbone, by the way, and they got rid of that. So
Get rid of it.
yeah, okay. I think we can skip over the Clippers. They don't really need
Right.
anything. Their recent
10 out of
rebrand.
10.
The only thing I say, the word mark on the statement and the
Yeah.
icon, it's not contrasting enough. But you know what?
Right.
I love the font.
And city jerseys, amazing. Great color scheme.
I love the baby
Everything
blue.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that old script from like the San Diego jerseys. Nice. Lakers. You kind of already touched
Go to
on this a little
gold.
bit. Yeah,
Get rid of
get rid of
black.
black. Great minds. Great
And
minds.
then maybe a drop shadow on the number like the Magic Johnson era.
If they have to do black, Mamba.
Yeah. Which I think if that was what they did, perfectly fine. I don't think anyone is an issue.
I mean, they brought it back once already. Why don't they bring it
Honestly,
back
just
again?
bring it back as a full-time jersey.
A
Honor Kobe.
statement.
He deserves it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he deserves it.
But then the question there is, do you get rid of purple or yellow?
Purple.
So have
No. Get rid of white. Get rid of white.
well,
Purple.
I'm just saying in the Nike schemes, you gotta have the white jersey, and then you have the one icon, which is the color
Change the
jersey.
rules. Change
That's
the
fair.
rules
That's
then.
how it used to be back in the day. Lakers are always yellow at
Right.
home.
Yeah, gold for home, purple away. Boom. There we go. It's like the thing you guys set up where it was you have your home, your away, your statement, and then classic. And that's your new
Yeah. Well,
four-way.
the way we set it up was core light, core dark. So it's to be a light color. Yellow is
Right.
part of that. Yellow, cream, white, any of those lighter colors, and then the dark is just the primary dark color, and then
Yeah.
alternates whatever. So I think we
Great
did
setup.
white. We did white as the alternate. I think for that one
Okay.
with the old Los Angeles script. So
Okay. Yeah, and
yeah,
that I think that looks good too.
yep. We're in agreement there.
All right.
Okay, so then we go from there to Memphis.
I think it just needs to be updated a little bit.
I feel like
I mean like
if
they're
you went off the statement, I feel like I like the
yeah,
statement jersey.
kind of the reworked Vancouver logo a little bit,
Yeah,
but they made it their own. Yeah, I like that. Or take
It's
the
Vancouver, but not Vancouver, kind of a thing.
right. I
Yeah.
think it was the 2020 city where it was kind of just like a bolder version of the Memphis. Not the mashup one. The mashup one is good too, but I think it was like a bolder, just like Memphis on a navy jersey with the gold accent. I think that looks great.
I know they had one. It was black, teal, and gold with
I
little red
think that was the
accents too.
mashup. Yeah,
No,
that was the mashup.
the mashup was I think you're thinking. I think you're mixing them up. I think the mashup one was the navy one with
Okay, yeah.
with the Memphis font with like the scratch marks from the Vancouver jersey.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
that's the
right.
mashup
Take
one.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I think that looks great.
I think when I did one of the refreshes, it was based off of the gold, black, and teal one.
Mhm.
I
And
did.
that color scheme is good too. I just don't think they're going to go to that because the possibility of the NBA getting a team in Vancouver again.
It's still high. Yeah, so
I
and they
don't think
definitely want
they'll
to save it for that.
and I just think they'll never go to that color scheme permanently just
Yeah.
because they want to kind of be their own franchise.
Now, one of the teams I definitely think needs a rebrand. I think you and I can both agree on this. They should go to Vice full time, Miami.
Yeah, I think it's that simple.
They've already brought
They're
it
already
back.
doing it, right?
Yeah.
They're already teasing it.
I think, like you said last time, was it like a soft launch. Like, are they really soft launching
Yeah,
this?
they're soft launching. It's like a relationship. They're soft launching the Vice
Yeah.
jerseys full time, and I think that's the move. I mean, I
I,
like their home jerseys. I don't think their jerseys are bad, but the Vice is just so good.
They've
that
been
you should
around for
probably run
so
with it.
long though. Like they've been over
Yeah,
20 years. They've had those same three jerseys.
right.
So,
At a certain point, it's time to just kind of switch up. And I think Vice is a good. I
but
think they
definitely,
struck gold with Vice.
yeah, they got to bring back the white, black, and blue ones.
Yeah, I love the pink ones too. So
I don't like the pink ones, so I really
I loved it.
don't. I didn't hate it, but it's like I prefer the blue one. So
Yeah,
the only one they don't bring back, and I called this last time, the Yo Play.
dude, I completely
Don't
forgot about
bring
those jerseys.
don't bring
Out of
those
sight,
back.
out of mind. Yeah, no, throw
It's
burn
like
those.
I remember they're like, oh, we gotta go one more design. They went with that, and then we're all like, you sure?
Yeah, and then right after that, they did the ransom note jerseys.
They grew on me.
Uh, yeah.
Like, yeah, I remember the white one. I think was better than the black one,
Yeah,
but they did grow on
but
me.
yeah, Vice full time, easy. You got it. It's done.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
I like their jerseys. I mean, like they're what, almost 10 years old now.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. They just need to get rid of the blue.
Yeah, get rid of the blue, go purple, like I did,
Yeah.
and I think they're good. They were the first team that did cream, really, right?
I
Well, I know they did with Cream
believe.
City. Rest in peace.
There's been a
But
few teams. Like I know they did. I think Boston did a cream one.
yeah, but I mean, like
No, I don't. Actually, I don't think they. I don't think they ever did a cream one. Actually, they need to do a cream one. Boston.
I think Milwaukee's look good. The color scheme is good. Like I don't really think they need to change it. Like you said, introduce purple instead of blue, and I think you're good.
Yeah. Like Utah Jazz fans would know. Purple is back.
Right. And purple looks great. Purple, cream, and purple and green looks good. It works.
It's like the old Ray Allen era. They need to go back to those colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely agree. So Milwaukee, you got Minnesota. They need something new.
Yeah. I just think I don't hate the way they have the jersey set up, but
It just screams Washington to me.
yeah. I mean, and they've had a couple city jerseys now where they've pulled the KG influence and redone it, and I think those have looked awesome.
Yeah,
I think the royal blue with the like lighter green wolves word mark is one of my favorite jerseys in the NBA for a while. So I would love
yeah.
that as a start.
When they pulled those classics out, it was
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, which I mean, like, I love classic jerseys. I don't want everyone to go to classic jerseys full time just because then we'll all hate them. I think like using them as an inspiration to build something new, which is what Minnesota did with their city jerseys.
Yeah.
I think that's great. I don't just want everyone to go to classics though, because then they're not classics.
I mean, like in doses, I think it's good, but yeah, full
Right.
time
8 games
wouldn't.
a year, great. Full time, no.
Although I want to see him, I want to see him go back to black and green
Yeah,
color scheme wise.
yeah.
So you go from Minnesota. Oh my gosh, Minnesota to Phoenix. Yeah, there's
They're
still New
fun.
Jerseys. Yeah,
They're fun.
I want to use. I want them to use more of the gradient though. I like that gradient, the valley gradient.
Yeah. And the Valley jerseys were really cool, and that's the only
Yeah,
thing missing. If they had an earned jersey, they could have brought that back.
yeah, totally, definitely. Portland.
I
Portland's a
like
tough
it.
one. Like I've gone to people and saying like I don't. They should go away from the sash, and they're like, are you dumb? Are you crazy?
Sacrilegious.
But then you got guys like Jack Moran. If you're not following him on Twitter, by the way, he does the wind designs for Portland. Um,
Really good.
really good. Everyone that does the wind designs are really good, and he's done a couple of jerseys without the sash. I think you said it last time. It's one of those things like maybe not as the main set, maybe like a city or a
Right.
statement they can do without the sash and it'd be fine.
Yeah. Which I think that's perfectly fine. Kind of make the statement in city the ones that you go away from the tradition a little bit, which they kind of have.
I mean, if I had to say they can go away from the sash but still keep it, it was the Statement or City Edition, one of the first couple years when they had just the thin line.
Yeah, the thin line. They did the plaid, right?
The plaid. Portland and plaid, just perfect.
And then they did the carpet, the Portland Airport carpet as well, right?
Everyone wanted that for so many years, and they finally
I
came out
know.
with it. So
It's
I
like,
remember seeing
here you
Conrad
go.
doing. I saw Conrad do a full design of the whole jersey was that carpet, but it was based off the old Rip City alternate with like they had the sash was kind of like at a weird angles and
Yeah.
yeah they people hate it though. Like some people didn't really like it, but like
For
traditionalists,
for a statement or a city, I think it's fun.
yeah, it was
Don't I don't think you should base your entire jersey off of it.
yeah.
Off of a carpet at an airport. As
But
iconic
it's a
as it
famous
is.
carpet though. Exactly, yeah,
Sure. It's carpet.
yeah. All
Nice
right,
ball.
now we go to a
There's my
tough one.
dog.
Oh, I can't really see the dog on my end, so I'll full screen you as the dog in the shot.
Yeah, she's cleaning herself currently.
Okay, I won't full screen it then. Never mind.
Crop.
But right now, like the way I see it right now, that's how it's gonna be cropped in the post. So, and I'll say definitely better audio than the
Yeah.
last time.
Are we on
I
OKC?
sent yeah, I sent you a clip of that, and yeah, it just was not.
We're
Um,
on the Doritos logo.
I hated that jersey. I'm beat you. I didn't like that first jersey with like the lines going across. It just wasn't good. But you got guys like Tony Morolf and DJ Supa. Like they're creating a bunch of
Oh yeah, dude.
Thunder designs
He's
that
they're both.
yeah.
Djo is whew. Every single time he drops a win jersey, it's
It's a win.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10
Yeah.
every time. Yeah, and it's like they
I
they
think
could definitely go away from kind of the because those have been around since what 2008.
I mean they're not the original set, but it's basically the same
Yeah,
as yeah since their inauguration. Yeah.
it's because they switched to the white has thunder now, right? It was the white has thunder, or is the white of
No.
Oklahoma City?
The white has Oklahoma City. It was
Yeah,
originally
they
sitting on
switched
the.
they switched the word marks on the jerseys, but that was it. They didn't really change anything else.
I guess with the day and age now, you can have either color be at home. So if they wear the icon at home, and then it
Yeah,
has thunder on it, it's fine. But
yeah.
I'm
I
a
just think they've
I'm a
had some good
traditionalist. Yeah,
they've had some good city jerseys that I think they can base a rebrand off of. Which that's the common theme I think for any team that we really think needs to rebrand. It's more so just you've done well with certain city jerseys or statement jerseys that you can use as the base.
they got to go to the tribal ones. That was my favorite
Yeah.
Thunder
That
City
or
one.
I think the slanted Oklahoma, the like storm ones, the navy blue with the orange.
Oh yeah, okay. I
I
even
think
like
that those
yeah
I think that's cool.
yeah they.
I mean, play into the storm theme. Like I lived in Oklahoma for 5 years. I know you get storms a lot.
I
Like
wonder if it's one of those things
play
though.
into
Like,
it.
do they want to go the Thunderbolt, but maybe they're gonna think like, oh, it's two Warriors because the Warriors had that Thunderbolt on the side of their
Yeah,
jersey at one point.
yeah,
But yeah, they should definitely talk to Tony or DJ Supa.
yeah.
I don't even know if I'm
Let him
saying his
in.
name right. DJ Supa. I don't know if it's DJ
Yeah, I
Supa
just
or
always say Djo,
yeah, DJ. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, you know, go follow him. So we're gonna
Thunder guy,
go
big Thunder guy.
Big Thunder guy, Orlando.
I like, I like what they have. I think it's perfectly fine. I think their
They've they,
statement
they've
jersey's great.
they've had it for so many years though. Since
Right.
like it's different alterations, but they've had it since Dwight Howard's been on the team. So
Yeah, which
it's been
that
almost
I think
15
is a
years.
rebrand is
So
fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, if they go off the statement though, where like it's kind of the same, but it's different with the star pattern on the sides, beautiful.
yeah,
Go with
great.
that. Some of their city editions have been okay.
Yeah,
I like the orange a little bit
I
though.
was to
So
say the like Sun State. It's great.
yeah, because you go from O's to P's. We're going to Philadelphia. I mean, Philadelphia is classic, but I'm over it.
Honestly, the city jersey this year, the white like
Oh,
Sixers kind
beautiful.
like I love it. The Phila one that they had the navy blue a couple years ago, kind of you have the home and away for it now. It's just
Yeah,
it's different and it looks good. And I know most people say like they need to go back to black, gold, and red. I'm like, it's just Philly's again one of those teams where I think the red, white, and blue looks fine.
Well, especially being one of the first 13 states, they
Right.
should have the red, white, and blue. Although I do love me the Allen Iverson era,
So do I. And I think like a statement jersey, maybe you could play off of that.
or even play off that for the city edition, and then just keep
Right.
the three icon association statements as that
Or switch
red, white,
white to
blue.
cream. Switch white to cream. I
A
think.
lot of teams need to use cream, and they are one of the teams that did cream as well.
Yeah, and Philly does it really well.
Philly does it really well. So then you go that to Fiend. Hold on, I mixed up the order a little bit. Oh, we skipped. Well, you know what? I had it right at the beginning. Let's go back to New Orleans.
Okay. I like it. I think their jerseys are I will say if they did a rebrand with the city jersey, like
Yeah,
the bones and stuff like that. I don't know if you would use that full time as like the pattern or something, but the word mark is really cool. I love the word mark in the number font.
I did. I went a little crazy with them on that rebrand with Proline. For them, I went with a that color scheme, but I went
Mardi
with
Gras.
yeah, the highlighter.
Is it
No,
Mardi
the
Gras?
no no it's like the purple highlighter green colors.
Okay.
I went with that for a design where it was like purple Nola, the whitehead pals, and then I don't know how you pronounce this, but the statement was that highlighter green, but I went French.
Okay.
So it's like I don't know. I might be I'm gonna be pronouncing it wrong, so sorry to anybody, but it's like La Nouvelle Orleans.
Yeah.
I went completely. I did the stacked word mark too, so in the highlighter
Right.
green, I was like, you gotta have if you're in the French Quarter, you gotta have a French jersey.
Right. Just own it.
Little, little over the top, but you know what? For them,
That's fine.
yeah, it works.
But I think their jerseys right now are fine. Like I like the red statements a lot.
Oh, I like it too. I was like the Crescent City's nice. I
Yeah.
like that. And I like their font too. Their font just
Same.
looks.
I love the font. I think it's really cool.
It's been some years since they've had that original design, but
But I don't think they just need to scrap it. Like I think it looks good.
yeah, they do. If they do scrap anything, I say just go straight to like the statement design, and that works.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we're going back now. New York, never gonna
Never
change.
touching it. Yeah.
Just the statement,
Yeah.
plain simple.
I think they could use an orange jersey.
But I wonder if they should go the route of like the past recent city editions. I know a lot of people like you don't like the stacked word mark.
I don't like the drop shadow.
It definitely works a lot better on the white, I think.
Yeah.
And the blue grew on me, but I did an orange one back when I was
I
doing
love the Knicks
the win
jerseys.
designs.
Yeah. I think it was their statement jersey when when everything first switched over to the Nike. It was like the lighter blue, but it had a different New York word mark. I don't know
I
if it's
think
their
no,
statement still.
it was the same, I think, but it was just white.
Yeah. I love like that look, I think is great.
But no, I think wasn't the first couple years of that was there was a white version of that, and then the second iteration was that blue one.
I don't know. I know back when Kristaps was on the team, they had that blue statement jersey.
Let's look this up. We're just gonna do a bunch of stuff. No one's gonna see any of this information, but we're just googling. No, so the first original iteration was yeah the white version of that. It still had the orange ward mark with the blue and with the white and then blue stroke. The five stripe pattern on the collars and cuffs, and they switched to the blue version of that in the second.
Yeah. Like I love that's one of my favorite jerseys.
But now I'm getting the other way around. So blue might have been first, then white. Who knows at this point now?
The Knicks are good. The Knicks jerseys are perfectly good. It's never gonna get touched.
Yeah, just change the statement. I think we agree on that. Okay, we're back
Yep.
on track now. Back on track. So we went through Portland, Phoenix. Got to be careful here. We're gonna go to Kings now. My team,
I
Sacktown.
like their jerseys.
Sacktown. I made this
I
by
mean
the
I
way.
just
Yeah.
it looks nice.
One of my
We need a
designs.
Sacktown versus Cream City again. Bring
Nope.
it back.
Hate that. Hate that.
No, I
Well,
like their new jerseys. I think the rebrand was really good. The
I'm
script
s- I'm
the script font
still
looks great.
I'm still like I wish they went different side panels in all honesty
Yeah,
because it's just kind of like how the Warriors did where they just kind of brought back the old elements.
right.
They could have even gone nothing on the side, just have kings,
Yeah,
maybe a scoop neck, simple
right.
cuffs and collars.
Kind of Royals-ish type, just basic clean
Yeah,
jersey.
I don't
Yeah.
hate it though.
No, I think it was a good rebrand.
The statement grew on me definitely. I wasn't a big fan of it at first, but it's grown on me and it's one of my favorite
Yeah.
jerseys now. I just wish they would have went purple instead of black for the icon, but that's just me being nitpicky at this point.
Yeah.
Overall,
We've
great.
always kind of had the opinion that too many teams wear black,
Yeah,
but
BFBS.
yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know that means black for black's sake. Uh, all
Yeah.
right, San
Not every
Antonio.
team needs
Yeah,
a blackout jersey. San
no,
Antonio, I don't think they're going to change them. I feel like they've kind of had that look. I will say the city jerseys, color scheme wise, of like the very light teal, I love.
Fiesta, the
I've
Fiesta
really come to
jerseys. Yeah.
grow to like that. Yeah, and then also like their throwback, like the black San Antonio with the very basic like font, kind of in
Oh,
a
the George Gervin area.
semicircle. Yes, like if they went to that on the Nike cut, I think it would look really good.
Oh, definitely. And
Because I'm kind of
I think
over the Spurs word mark with the spur in the middle. Like I get it, it's great, and I don't think they'll ever change from it. But I do think like the Gervin era jerseys, I will always kind of be partial to them, just because I think they look really good for a very clean classic jersey look.
yeah, back when I was doing this when designs, I had the Spurs one of the teams, and every time I did a Fiesta, it would go off.
Yeah,
People were like that. And in the version I did for Pro Line, I kind of did a hybrid of like the current font, same art
right,
as like the old school San Antonio jersey with the again black word mark on a black jersey. But then the side panels I went Fiesta colors, but it was the current statement edition side
right.
panels. So that pattern.
And I think Da Vinci has always done really good
uh,
Spurs jerseys.
Brian is so
Uh,
good at yeah.
I think he he's always killed the Spurs, whether it's like the Fiesta pattern from the court, throwing that element into the jersey, he's
Yeah.
always killed it.
Brian and Da Vinci Brian, he's one of the coolest guys. Even talking to him, he's been part of the Jersey Club,
Yeah,
which I don't know if I've mentioned the first part or not, but founding member, found the founder right here, Seth Reese.
all based on a tweet.
A tweet calling the Avengers. So he called Brian, myself, a few people and stuff. So, but yeah, they all did pretty good. Now a team I really think needs a rebrand. Toronto.
Yeah, I'm over the chevron.
It's good for like a city edition or like maybe even a statement, but the full
It
set.
was, but I feel like they've done it. We get it. You're the North. We get it.
Ironic, because then they play in Tampa. That's at one point.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I will say the if they kind of took the Raptors, I guess you would call that a script logo. Um, and then I don't think they have to bring back the Vince era jerseys, even though their city jerseys are awesome. My favorite city
oh,
jerseys of
the
the year.
best city jersey. Yeah.
But if they did the like jagged pinstripes with just the Raptors
The
script
the the
logo,
the, the, the Dino Raptors.
yeah, but just
Yeah.
don't put the dino on the jersey.
No.
They've done it before. I think their statement jersey is kind of like that, except it's not the script
No,
font.
no. Their statement is yeah, it's the same font with like the in the arc and the chevron
Yeah,
shape, but like in a couple of city editions, they've gone the gold one, the gold and black ones. They've had the
yeah,
Toronto script with just a number and stuff. So
right. And if they did the Toronto that script and then Raptors as the home, I think it's one of the better looks in the NBA all
oh,
time.
definitely, well, especially the city edition. They said this year, perfection,
So good.
amazing, very gorgeous. This team was on the list at one point, but they kind of saved themselves. Utah.
Utah? Yeah, the purple's back. It's so
Well,
good.
purple is actually back. I mean, I know they teased
Right.
it. They teased it during the yellow phase, which is funny. All the branding was like purple is back and it's like black font on a
It's
yellow
all
background.
gold.
It's like, where's the purple then? Literally next to all the yellow jerseys. I'm like, well, this is
Right.
bad
No,
marketing. But
they're it's so good. I can't wait for next year when they
uh,
kind of fully unveil it.
I like this is like a soft launch here. The statement is here now.
Yeah.
They got rid of the yellow for this year and didn't wear it,
Yeah.
and they had just the white and the black jersey, the originals from the latest rebrand. And then once the new year hit, then the new statement came out.
Right.
I
It
love
looks so good.
it. Yeah,
It's a perfect example of taking inspiration from your classic jerseys and redoing it and giving it a new fresh feel.
I wonder how much of Dwayne Wade's mom has influenced the whole situation because there was a quote. I don't know if you remember this quote. Like back, it's like,
No.
I don't know what color the team is because they've had so many colors. So she made a comment
Right.
about it. So
Yeah, and I think everyone identifies them as teal, purple, and copper.
yeah,
Which copper, great color. Bring that back as well. I like
or
colors like that. I think just need a place in the NBA.
or you can go back to the original New Orleans Jazz with the Mardi Gras colors. I know it works better for
Yeah,
New Orleans, but that's like
right.
part of
I
Utah
would like New
Jazz history.
Orleans to be able to wear those colors,
Yeah,
ideally.
I,
But I think
who says
Utah
they both can?
hit it
So
out. Right, they can. Yeah, a
yeah,
lot of people in Twitter comments.
the New
But
Orleans Jazz,
like yeah, a
The
historic
Utah
NBA team.
Pelicans.
And then what?
Last
Is it just Wizards?
yeah, Washington.
Rebrand. They need it.
Yeah, I mean they've
I
had that
think
for so.
the word mark is good. I think the word mark is cool. I just think it probably needs less horizontal lines across the jersey.
Do you think they should switch to the city word marks full time, like that script, that font?
Like
I
the
know
district.
it. I know it's a little crazy being like that old school font,
Yeah, the
but I
like
feel like
gothic.
if any team could do it, I think Washington. They have the history, so they could
Right.
just
I yeah, I
Washington
mean like
Wizards
I
and
like the marble thing they did too. Is really cool.
definitely works better than the copper.
Yeah, the cop it's as a primary color, that's tough. But I think
Did you
the
see the
marble
giveaway?
or the what is it? The pink.
Oh, cherry blossom.
Yeah, the cherry blossom. Like pulling inspiration from that is really cool, I think.
Did you see the they had a giveaway? I think the other day, the
The
Wizards, like a
baseball
baseball
jerseys?
jersey.
Yeah.
I like the word mark on that one. They could use that for a jersey. It's like that
Yeah.
baseball script looking thing. It could work.
Yeah. I have to mock that up. Casey, step up.
I'm already on it, so you think I'm not already doing this, Seth?
I know, I'm
Who
sure
you
you are.
talking to? I haven't touched it yet. I mean, what? Um, so okay, what overall? Which team? I know we talked about all the teams. Which team do you think is in most need?
Probably Washington.
I'm gonna go Dallas. I know it's hard to do
Okay.
Dallas, but I think Dallas
That's
definitely
well, new era of Dallas basketball. You might as well.
for a team that trade Luka Doncic. You know, anything's possible, right? So,
Right.
well, I think we're gonna call it there. Seth, thank you as always, man. Thanks for doing this again. Thank you
Yeah, of
for
course.
being flexible with the whole recording issue.
No, this was a lot of fun. It honestly has got me back into the mood of designing NBA jerseys and stuff like that, which I was out of the game for a couple years. So
You're welcome. You actually posted a 94 feet for the first time in a
yeah,
while.
for the first time since June 2023.
Jeez. Well, hey, you're welcome. You're welcome, Earth. Where can these guys find you?
Uh, like you said on Instagram, 94 feet, which is 90 spelled out, the number 4 feet, FEET. On Twitter, I'm Seth R94, and that's about it. I'm off of every other social media. So,
Well, I'll post all the links in the descriptions too, so you'll have access to that. Seth, thank you again. Good to have you as
of
always,
course,
and thank you for
let's do it
listening
again.
in. Oh, definitely. We'll bring you back. Maybe a review for the upcoming season jerseys. Maybe we'll bring you back
Oh, yeah.
in. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we'll catch you on Layers.